Hello everyone, my name is Nico, and I've been selling lamps for the last 5 years. I have pretty much tried every single business model. When I first started, I was doing online and retail arbitrage. So what does that mean? I was driving around shops and finding items or clearance, packing it and sending it to Amazon for an inflated price, or ordering online the items, labeling them and send it into Amazon. So for example, you can see something like this here. I didn't have to do much to this listing, okay? This is the beauty of doing online and retail arbitrage. All you got to do is just find items at a decent price, read the graph, send them in and get paid. It is quite a very smooth process on it. But what happens is I changed it, okay, and of course now I sell my own brand, I sell under my own brands, and I sell my own items. So that means I'm responsible for the success or the failure of each listing, and I've got to do the work in order to make this listing work for us. So what we're going to do here today is something different. Usually, what I do is we do the videos on Helium 10 and I show you how to find products. Well, today what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a product and I'm going to see how I can make it better. So let's have a look. So we're going to open Blackbox and I'm just going to put a few settings in order for me to work out an item. Yeah, and then we're going to see an item that's getting sales. So we are going to go, let's go for electronic and photo. No, I don't like electronics even, apologies. Health and personal care. So health and personal care, we are going to go for two sellers. We're going to go maximum variation 1, where we're looking something for 15 to 35 mark. We're looking for something that sells. So therefore we're looking for something from 80 to not a crazy amount of sales per month to 250. And we are after someone that is not doing a good job for us. So we're looking maximum review ratings of 4 and images, because that's a really important one for us. Let's put 3. So imagine that you've got a product that's getting 80 sales per month with just 3 images and a lazy seller. So that's what we're trying to find. That's the opportunity that we're trying to do. We've got 15 different listings, okay, and we're going to open it and going to see if I can make it anything better. That's what I'm trying to do. So from the options that we've got here is quite a lot of supplements, okay, so I don't want to do supplements, but I've seen this mask here, okay. We've got this mask, which is a sleep mask, yeah. Soundcore is the brand, fabric, adjustable brand. Now I'm trying to figure out what the heck's happening and how people are getting sales for this brand here. So this is by Anchor Direct, which I am very, 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 very surprised that this is actually their listing. Very, very surprised. It's nothing really doing, nothing special. Get 99p plus from buying from Poundland, this is good. Please, they do returns. It can't be. It can't be. So currently, we've got a sleep mask, literally just sleep mask with no bullet points, but it's selling due to the brand. Okay, so brand is quite big, part of Anchor. We know that, by that's selling. That to me is absolutely insane that this is selling just like that as a little sleep mask. So things you could do, okay, better to make this listing. So you can see it's a 3.2, they're getting 50 sales per month. We need to fix this, okay, so we would go on sleep mask. So we're looking at sleep mask. First of all, let's validate our idea. Are people buying it? I think people will be buying it, but again, let's have a look. People are indeed buying sleep masks. So this is what's so interesting with it too. So we're going to filter, we're going to get rid of the sponsored products, and let's find the best selling one. So the best selling one is selling 32,000 a month is blackout sleep mask. Okay, best selling. Right, open link in a new tab. 100% blackout mask, seems quite a heavy duty item, and that is selling for $9.99. So I don't know how they're doing it for $19.99. It is mad. And if I was to look at the graphs, it seems to be that that's been the price for a long, long time. Yeah, the price is $19.99. That's insane. But nevertheless, let's have a look. So we got this at $9.99 for us. All I'd have to go down is go to keywords. What I've got is these are the keywords for this listing. Now these are organically, okay, so you've got sleep mask is quite a relative word. If I was to look for search volume, we've got camping essentials, eye mask for sleeping. I say eye mask for sleeping is here. Sleep mask, exactly the same pretty much. So sleep mask is not a bad keyword to be looking through, or eye mask for sleeping. Now, going back to this listing here, you can see how they've just got this information. They've not got any bullet points for this. They've not got any A plus content for it. They've not even got any real life images. I've just gone on ChatGPT and added our last photo here. Okay, so I would like, this is a sleep mask. This is a sleep mask that offers blackout protection. Could you provide me with a title, bullet points, brand is called, the brand is Sancor. Now, I'm just using ChatGPT here on a very, very, very light basis. Now, I've not given it any information. Obviously, this has received, my ChatGPT has received quite a lot of information from myself because I'm constantly creating new listings. So it knows how to work my title, it knows how to do my bullet points. But this is not optimized, okay? How could I optimize this listing? Well, all I got to do is go on Blackbox, again, go on Cerebro, and take the words that I want. So I want eye mask for sleeping, okay? I want sleep mask, maybe travel essentials. I want eye mask for sure. Blackout blind. If I put blackout blind, do I need it? Well, no, I don't need it. It's there. I'm trying to here. Okay, I'm trying to optimize my listing. I've got holiday essentials. Well, it pops to holiday essential. Potentially, it could be a keyword that I could add to it, but nothing fantastic. Okay, I'm adding that. You got mate for sleeping. I don't want that. Travel, halo, gadgets for men, sleeping tablets, sleeping mask. Snooze band. What's a snooze band? No. Sleep. Sleep gummies. You can see him. He's there too. That Halos guy we just seen. We've got it there. Obviously, sleep. The sleep word would be there. Silk eye mask. Is it silk? If it's silk, then beautiful. We can add that silk mask for us. Mask. Sleep mask blackout. Yes. Cooling eye mask is no. Sleep aid. It is sleep aid. Silk eye mask for sleeping, especially if it's silk. Manta sleep mask. Let's have a look. What's the Manta sleep mask? So maybe it takes more of it. So definitely not a Manta sleep mask. Sleep silk mask. Eye patch, the eye mask with puffy eyes. So what you do is you simply create a new list. So add to my list. So what you do is you create a new folder for yourselves. Okay, so we're going to call it here sleep mask. Save it. And what's very, very important for yourselves is that once you've created it, especially if you've created a new one, is you need to then add those into that. It doesn't automatically do it, so you need to add it into that. So now we've added these, we can go page 2. And again, go through these words, things that I need. Now, of course, there's different filters we can play around with, okay? Well, let's say I need at least a minimum search volume of 500, let's say, and apply the filters. I need at least this organic key rank. You can tidy this up and find out what's important for you. Well, maybe you're looking for words that are giving you keyword sales. So you've got sleep mask, you've got eye mask, you've got travel essentials, eye mask for sleeping, hay fever, blackout blind. These are all keyword sales related to it. Well, maybe you're thinking, well, what is my competitor? My competitor is Halo. So let's have a look at him. What is he doing? Well, he is getting 45% clicks for the word sleep mask, and 41% of those clicks are converting. So that's, for me, is a really good keyword and potentially I could be looking for. Again, let's have a look at anything else. We've got masks, eye mask, stay eye, men's face mask. Let's have a look. Face mask is travel accessories. I could put the word travel accessories. All I've done here for us is I've got 13 keywords that I've added. Of course, if you're doing this, you should be finding a lot more keywords. But why is that? So if I go to tools and if I go to my list keywords, then I'm going to find the ones called sleep mask and I'm going to simply download that. So all I've got to do is feed ChatGPT with this information. So and say, I want you to use also use the keywords. Let's have a look. It is which column? The keywords from column A. All the keywords in your bullet points So you can see how the information has gone up there. Okay, we've just got the information and we're exploring it. Now, a similar way, what you could potentially do when including your list, so you can see these keywords are going to get now added onto it. What we're doing is we're getting indexed. Okay, so somebody's looking for a plain accessory, potentially our listing is popping up. We might not be advertising, but if somebody looks for it, Amazon shows it in front of a person and that converts, and Amazon's going to push it again and again. So you can see now we've got more of a complete listing. Going back to simply sleep mask and having this. Now, what about images? Okay, now when it comes to an image and when you've got an item that's selling over 50 times a month, surely you should be spending some time and fixing that listing, okay, for yourselves. So obviously Anchor have got quite a lot of money. And so maybe they don't need it. So what would we need? Okay, can you make an image of a person using the sleep mask? It is super powerful what you can do with it at the moment in time, and you can create images for that. So we can have a lifestyle image, yeah. We could have potentially ask ChatGPT to make uh, informative, yeah, informative image photos with information that would help the buyer convert. Then after that, we could create the A plus content. If I was to have a look at, say, for example, this my halo, I guarantee that if I was to go down here I would see the A plus content. So it wouldn't be too hard to copy what they're doing but do it for our product. Yeah, you could easily make this banner on Canva and just put 100% best selling mask on eBay. Size sleep, obviously you can put number one selling mask in UK because it's not that, but you could have side sleeper breathable, zero pressure. There's not one in a word, but you could have, is it lies a feather? Is it adjustable strap? Is it breathable? Stuff that makes people click. Look and see. I could have continued and gone down here and just already gone to a different item instead. What have they done here is I've got more and more and more real estate. That's what they're doing. And again, at the end, advertising their other products. That's what they've done here. Feel better for lives again. You can see how you got that. Obviously, cracking listing, cracking sales with it too. So we've got ChatGPT, see what they're doing. Now, this already is a better image, and this is literally my first prompt. Is can I have some information? Can I have an informative picture too about the item? So you can already see how much better this is. So we could download this, we can download this image, and then I personally use Canva. So we've got a blank Amazon image here, and we are just going to upload the two mask information that we've got. So add page. It's got image one, image two. Now, obviously, I even think image one can become better. Yeah, because this is what you've got. Is so you could even ask Amazon, can you make image one? Can you render? You render the initial image for Amazon main image criteria because we want that white background. Of course, if you were in your listing here, you could have already duplicated that and you could have tidied it up. If you're saying, I don't like this information, all you've got to do is just click edit. So background remover would simply remove the background, and that could even be a better first image. Yeah, but Control Z, let's go backwards, let's go magic eraser. Well, maybe it doesn't look as clean for yourself, so simply erase that information. Yeah, again, you could remove all, it's whatever you wanted it to do. Maybe you want a different color for it, and of course you can do that over and over again. It's super easy to remove stuff, but again, we even show how easy it would have been to background remover, and you've got that, and then you can play with this image. I just liked how the shadows looked with this with that item. Again, you could crop it, to play around. I very much like how ChatGPT added this, but maybe you could make it look a bit more appealing to the customer by having that being in the middle. Just tidying it up, stuff that ChatGPT couldn't do for you. That's what you could do. You can tidy up this listing. Maybe you want this to be black. Maybe you want it a different color. Maybe your brand is different and you want it to be according to that. That's all stuff that you can do. Move the information into ChatGPT, into Canva, and then play around with it. And you can see here, okay, Soundcore already. You can see how much better we've got it there looking. Same image. I mean, surely you can see. For me personally, what we spend 5-6 minutes on this listing trying to make it better. Obviously, it's not my listing, but this is what I would potentially do. We had that information. We've got a big brand. It is Soundcore. Clearly, the big brand is tracking the sales. Imagine though if this listing was also optimized. Definitely, it would go from 50 to 100. It would go to 150. And again, what you got to do is you just got to feed that information correctly to ChatGPT. Don't just use it blindly because it won't do what you want it to do. You've got to educate it, and the more time you spend talking to it, it sounds weird, the more you educate it, the better the prompts will be for yourselves. Personally, I've even got the bullet points that I use. I told them, like, these are the bullet points that I'm using. I would like each bullet point to be attached like this and have this. So one bullet point provides this information, the second one is this, and so on and so on. I love using it, and I think it might be a good series of videos of me finding listings and making them better. If you got any questions or if something that I've gone too fast, please leave a comment below for yourselves. And according to YouTube, this should be the next video you should be watching.